Hi, friend. We are taking the next few weeks off from recording new shows, but we have a lot of great content planned for you this summer. Every other Thursday through September 1st, tune in for a reboot of one of my favorite Mission Forward episodes to date. And on the off weeks, swing by right here for a shorter reflection on communications and life with my weekly Finding the Words essay, one of which I bring you today. This one being the 28th entry in the series called Bit by Bit. If you like what you hear today, leave us a rating or a review and swing by mission.partners to subscribe if you'd like to get these weekly posts delivered straight to your inbox. And now, Bit by Bit. Have you ever told yourself that you were going to do something? Maybe launch a new initiative at work, make something of that hobby you've always loved, or take on a lofty personal goal, but found that something gets in the way of your progress. Maybe priorities shifted. Maybe there were other things you needed to tend to. Maybe you thought you needed to learn more first. Maybe you lost your nerve. I know the feeling. I've counseled hundreds of purpose-driven executives on how to advance their big ideas. I've helped them build the roadmaps to do so. But I have been sitting on one of my own big ideas for years. I've been talking about writing a business book since before starting Mission Partners. I have a good portion of the manuscript complete. I've identified the gap in the market that could benefit from the book and evidence of the approach that it would be valuable to readers. But I always find a reason, maybe more than one, to talk myself out of it. I'm not ready. It's not time. And perhaps the biggest showstopper, do people really need another book? This year, though, something started gnawing at me about the book project. And while I wasn't quite ready to dive into it in January as planned, I decided to take a bit-by-bit step forward with the writing of this weekly column and podcast. Finding the Words is a way for me to hone my craft as a writer while previewing some content with you, bit by bit. But here's the thing. While it might sound like this week's Finding the Words is about me and a book, it's not. This week's post is about you and that thing you've been wanting to do. What if I told you that some of our greatest ideas never see the light of day because of a communications problem? Specifically, an internal communications problem. We hold ourselves back. We tell ourselves we are not ready yet or the time isn't right. But what if we took a little step forward toward our big idea each day or each week? Over time, that incremental progress can lead to big things. It just requires momentum and maybe a few good pep talks. Here's how James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, puts it. The effects of small habits compound over time. For example, if you can get just 1% better each day, you will end up with results that are nearly 37 times better after 1 year. That's some good momentum, right? So here's the bottom line. It's easy to talk ourselves out of things, but that doesn't mean we should. Lean into the space where your passion and your purpose meet, those places where you believe you can have the greatest impact on the world. And then dig in, hone your craft, build a plan, tell yourself you can. Because before you know it, bit by bit, you will be well on your way. And you won't need to think about whether or not to get started because you will already be on your way. Thanks for listening to today's short form version of the Mission Forward podcast. If you like what you heard and want to continue to feel inspired, please hop over to mission.partners and subscribe to get these weekly Finding the Words essays delivered right to your inbox. You can also drop us a rating or a review wherever you listen to podcasts and let us know you loved the show so that we can continue to create great content for you. See you soon.